see the same people down here every night. It really gets to be a drag. Same old cards, same old thing. Same guy washing windows over here, and same people working these different little coffee shop. This place is really dead at night. I know where a place in town, and all of these hamburger joints. Not much nightlife down here anymore. I guess it's in suburbia, where it is. I've been out there, but not too much out there. It's the same thing every night. Really, it used to be a drag. You know you used to night work. But on this job, you got to work night, because this is the only time you can work these streets. Nobody's in bed asleep. I don't know what these Tyler Soul Brothers, some of them stay up all night, waiting around. When I was a boy, I used to go down here. I'd stay here, downtown at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Go to movies, and then go home. Well, the way I learned it, that's why my mom's walk back there. We walk them, and they got it. Well, I lived out in the country, but my dad was farming. He didn't do much farming. We had cows, too. He was farming. Born man. Still on it, too. One more. McDonald's is one team over there. Let's get things moving. I'm going to check this team here. We split the balls at the end of the night. Our match was 950. I know they're not playing me. We'll make a good combination. Give them something to do like a tree. That's what you're flying. Around the heels out again and the outside of the face. I like a good combination of work. He's a good guy to work with. He's a good driver. Oh, he wants to be together again. He's a good driver. Right, move right on off. He believes in sidewalks clean. So he puts his right on off. He's pretty easy to roll with. When you get somebody like that, I'd rather do it with more people. People with you, because he's basically a Christian, he's really like to see it. I'm basically considered, I hold a few morals of Christianity. We're working here. I'm pretty insane. We never make a mistake. Never have a mistake. We know what we're doing. We do it right. We do a good job. We want to come back here. But that's not the real good thing. We're not reckless. Now you want to watch out for glass, but wearing rubber boots, you step on the glass, it might go clear through your foot. many things out there you can clean up. That's why you watch that man and watch that movie every second. Don't think it about it. I'm always worried about my man's clean out there. And if he does slip or fill out holes, you know, get away, like the last one there, that's working a lot of pressure. He's holding it, don't look like it. He lets that holes go, it starts flipping in midair. Yeah, that's great. Somebody comes along, bring holes the other way, don't want to get the public wind. Of course, it's something that you are, especially those that's kind of very comfortable up right into you. You're going to act like you don't see them either. If you're going to hold the wood inside, you know, throw up some very far back here, you know. Actually, like you said, you're powerful. Or at least you have to come by and money well worth it. Like the guy is, he's going over the side, he knows when to get out of there. I ain't gonna argue with you too much. I tell you, you got younger men. They said fish become like a gun, they don't figure on getting shot. They say that's good. They know they're gonna get shot. Or if they know out there, they're gonna get wet. So, but we're gonna try to be aware of them so they'll come and give them opportunity. And then if they don't move, we're gonna act like they did. Always be courteous at all times. You act like they move, and then you act in the water where the water's supposed to move. But they still are there, you didn't move them. I appreciate that. I think she's a good looking girl. You know, you got something cool there for you. I mean, the same guy who's supposed to go there, lazy, laying around, can't be. I think we left one hospital had a rear end break on for the ceiling too long. Won't happen to a guy like me. I'm driving a dump truck over and that does not work anyway with me. I tell them like stand truck, I'll do work. I never freezing. I get out there, you know what I mean? Take my coat off and go on. I like that side. It was fun, it's exhilarating. I was never really running on these sidewalks. I'm gonna try something different every day. Go school one night, go out and work at a place one night, that's night. Boy, the next night, go with the Don's Cafe, have the cake for breakfast. Then go down to the hotel and have a. You want the best salad in town? What they call a chef salad for $1.10, you can't beat. The hot dogs are hotel down there. They put everything you think of it. Turkey, meat, all kinds of different type of vegetables on it. A beautiful chef salad for $1.10. One thing about it down there too, they're always crickets. Really crickets. Take 2 cups of coffee for a meal when you're not crickets in the paper morning. I like to do it. And they got a sit house. I can go anywhere, but then you go back. You put it in there every week when you get it out. This hole's about 1,300 gallons. Yeah, I'll take about 5 minutes to fill this up. Let's start right on the top. It gets all the way filled. Gotta watch these. Always stay away from the plug on the other side. A lot of pressure. When it's hitting me a loose, you don't know it. Where you in? It blows out. I'm sitting low out and go 79, 80 feet across the street. Starting a little worried about the weeds now. I'm starting to believe what it says. This last week I guess it's spurting. If you was in the gardening business, this has been the time to really get going. I didn't know any weeds before I got this department. I was driving on the streets. I always see the weeds. You got over here, I was seeing vegetable weeds. I said, what weeds? weeds in Dallas. I really did. I'm like, why not? No weeds, 6 foot tall. I never even noticed it. Look there and cut them. I thought having had X to cut some of them. So strong. Well, you take a big weed, strong, powerful. Just think about the tree. Almost as strong as a tree. They know how strong a weed can be. Oh, it's no joke. Over 6 feet tall. It's still growing. We kind of know it's still in its prime life. I told him, I said, don't be alone unless it gets cut and weeds. I spent about 2 months out there on the dump truck, picking up weeds, unloading another. I said, I'm going to tell you something. Don't want to be alone unless cutting weeds. That's enormous. Protect our weeds. Leave them alone. Well, we're all built up, ready to go. Certain age of the year, you just don't want to start on. I think it might do with the accidents they have on the street. There's certain times of the year, there's certain days that the atmosphere is just right where you just want to sleep. I don't say, like a rainy day, when you're home, you like to lay down in bed and just go to sleep or make flowers on it, like that. We find man has happiness in his marriage, he can be pretty uncomfortable in his job, he's still losing happy home. If he has happiness at home, he might be dissatisfied on his job. But if he's dissatisfied at home, it don't matter what that job represents. He doesn't have a good life. If he's dissatisfied on his job and at home too, that's bad. Nobody's ever perfectly satisfied with their job. It's reasonably happy. The thing about a job is you have to never find a job that you really like to work in. But you want to find a job that you like better than other jobs. You want to find one that you really happy. I'm really happy job. I'm really happy. But maybe I'm more happy on one job than I am on another. That's what you want to look for. I'm not going to be lying about that happiness. You might find something that you feel better doing than you would someone else. That's what a lot of people do a misconception about work. It's important to have a job. It's important to have a benefit and salary. So you find something that you can live with, that you can work for, and make a living. It might not be something you're happy on. It might not be the type of job that you really don't like to do. So therefore, I want all to succeed happiness in marriage life. Very important. Always fun. Got to find happiness there. Marriage should be compatibility between one another. It doesn't take a word each person's individual right. If they want to do something, they want to find a friend here and there on the side, or they want to have a hobby, they want to do this sort of thing. Remember, they're a person, just like you are. There's something about being too possessive. The thing that life gets out goes around for 2 days. And you don't understand it. First thing you want to do is realize you divorce. You've got your whole life together. Everybody likes to be mistakes. It's just like old burning fire in the kitchen. You can hold a barrel once in a while, and you can lose your head, but you're not. I think it should be part of the marriage to understand. Possessive, that's the story of love. There's another thing about marriage. summer, I don't feel it every day. So I just take the children with me. I make every part. It's not single parking dollars for everybody's to eat anyway. I don't enjoy sports at all as such good thing. I wouldn't give you 2 cents to let you count the Cowboys play. It's worthless. I'm not a worshiper of anybody. It's not what it costs. It's fair. I mean, it's stupid watching somebody, so get out and do it yourself. I like to play ball with the children. Go out in parks. Wintertime I go out. Weekends, parks. Get the cons. Every year I find something to run around the cons. Go out in the woods. I like to exercise. I like to have fun. You only live one time. You live your life. Make use of it. Enjoy yourself while you're young. I'm not worried about no retirement. I learned that real good for it. A long life, get out in one life, meet people, associate, draw one another. That's the point. You're going to be active. I'm not worried about some time when you're 7 years old, in the car and that. Don't make sense. When you get there, there's always been a way to make it. And then if you had to work when you're 70, you'd be better off. Because not doing that, you wouldn't. Okay, it's very important to me for a reason. You see somebody's mind like that, it's just completely dead. There's nothing to it. And people say, that guy there is just, it's dead. I don't know with him. But you'll never bring him like a back. That's what they said about that tree. They said, out of the food, bring him on. Do that man, didn't give it to him. Somebody had to feed water on to him. Never get it. Drinking right now. People can do that too. They be completely dead. You put the right kind of water on them, they come back to life. Me, myself, I'm always glad to see more.